Hey guys, Simba here, movement specialist and holistic health educator. I'm going to show you some really easy drills that I used to reduce inflammation in my hips and start to open up and nourish that hip joint. So the first one is just a really easy hip circle. This is accessible to anybody. So the first thing I do is I find the most forward point. So I'm literally finding the most forward point here, most furthest back point there, and then I'm finding the furthest point to the right, furthest point to the left, and then I'm joining the dots together. So I'm connecting the furthest point forward to the furthest point to the right, furthest point back, furthest point to the left, and I'm creating a circle with those 4 points. And then once that gets easy and you know where those 4 points are in space with your hips leading, I want you to join those circles together. Just create a really smooth circle. And I would say do this every day or every second day for at least a couple of minutes. And don't push into any uncomfortability. So if your circle needs to be this big, that's okay. But if it feels comfortable for your circle to be nice and big, that's also great. And then make sure you go the other way as well, finding a really big, wide circle. Super helpful at nourishing, bringing fluid into the hip joint, getting some oxygen, getting some blood moving through there. Because when you have arthritis like AS or RA, all of this material inside can get really calcified, really dry, really stiff. A lot of dryness in all our joints. So we want to start to lubricate with gentle circles. And the next thing we can do is, I want you to find your hip joint or your pelvis, and I want you to find a lower position in space. So this is a higher position. I want you to find a lower position. I want you to find a high position in space, which is coming up on my heels a little bit. Find that middle right position. Find that middle left position. Starting at that lower part, we find that middle right position, nice and tall. Middle left, bottom, and then we're going to create a circle this way through space with our hips. And your circle can be nice and small. It can literally be this big. You hardly need to move vertically too much. You can just find a nice nourishing hip circle. Make sure you're trying to lead with your hips. And then you want to go the other way as well, which is super important. So these are two really beautiful ways we can start to nourish the hip joint, get some more oxygen, blood, fluid, start to soften those calcified tissues, start to moisten those really dry tissues. And by doing these, my hips after a couple of years became so much more mobile. I was able just to move and squat and lunge and move pain-free, even though, back in the day I had such terrible hips and so much pain in the hip joint and the SI joint. So try these. I hope it helps. It's helped me a ton with my AS and with my chronic arthritis that I had. So that's me checking out. If you enjoy it, leave a comment. I'd love to hear about your experience.